Overall, can you just talk about the season as a whole and how you felt about it?
Overall, it was a pretty good season. First year as a team, so that's always tough. Just building from the ground up. And but I thought we did a pretty good job fighting through adversity and making it through that tough stretch at the beginning.
It's your second run in the D-League. You played for Erie before. Just in terms of how the franchise is run in the 905, what are some of the things that you like about playing here?
I loved it. I thought it was great. Coming in, I wasn't sure what to expect with it being the first year and everything, but I think they work really closely with the Raptors and they work well with them. And living situation, coaching, everything I thought was great.
What did you like about the coaching in particular?
Jesse's a player's coach, so he's gonna adhere to the players. So listen to what you guys have to say. He's gonna make the final decision, but he understands it from a player's perspective.
You mentioned the adversity at the beginning of the season. You were essentially the most and the consistent player on the team throughout the season, the only veteran who actually has a lot of pro experience. Was it frustrating at first with the amount of pressure that was put on your shoulders? And then to sort of have that lifted, we then saw your game really flourish?
I think it was a challenge that I enjoyed. I'm kind of figuring out as I was going along, but I talked a lot with the coaches and, we kind of talked about a lot of those things. So, I enjoyed the challenge, and I think we figured it out kind of as a team as the year went along.
Did you realize that you led the team in total points for the season with over 800?
I did not know that, no. I do now.
Being one of the guys who's been here since day one and every day throughout, the end of the season, is that a little bit hard to accept, or is it starting to sink in a little bit right now?
Just being here from the start to the end?
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of surreal. It just didn't feel like the season was going to end, but, it's here. And I'm proud of what we did. I think we set a record for the expansion team for most wins, like in your first year. And I think we did some really good things, and we grew. And, it's the development league. I think we developed as players and as a team. So I'm proud of what we did.
From that kind of first day of training camp to when you guys really started turning it around at the second half of the season, when you got the big run and all, do you ever see that coming with this particular group of guys?
Yeah, even in training camp, I felt like we had a good team. We were just so young and kind of inexperienced playing together. So I think we all felt like, we were able to get it done because we were in a lot of games at the beginning of the year and we just lost by, 1, 2, 3 points. We just needed to get over that hump, and then we eventually did.
Yeah. The development league is as much about developing an individual as your team. Just what do you feel your game improved on over the course of this season?
This season, I got the opportunity to be involved in more situations where I have to make plays. Making the read, like the lob or the skip pass, or am I going to shoot it? And as opposed to maybe last year in France, where I was kind of, just kind of pick and pop or catch and shoot. So I felt like that part of my game I was able to work on and develop, and I felt like I got better as the year went on.
And you were a leader in terms of scoring. How do you feel your leadership in terms of helping the other guys on the court develop over the course of this year?
Yeah, I think I learned just how different guys respond to different things, and so you learn how to encourage guys and when to get on guys. And but I think we all learned that as well. We all held each other accountable as the year went along, and in turn, I think you saw us play better, especially late in games.
Was there any frustration or difficulty trying to communicate with, say, Bruno on the court because sometimes
the language barrier?
Yeah, the language barrier, especially in a game situation where it's just on the fly.
Not so much. He understands English pretty well, so just the terms that we're using, he understands for the most part. But at the beginning, maybe it was a little difficult, just because of the language barrier. But I felt like towards the end of the year that wasn't really a problem.
One of the mandates for for the Raptors was when they send down their assignees, in particular Norman Powell, they get to play, they get to start. So you came off the bench for a few games when Norm was here. Were you surprised that you still got as much run in those games, or was that something that the coaching staff told you, don't worry, we're going to still get you in, to still get you your minutes, even though he's here?
I mean, it just kind of depended on the game, I guess. I think I probably played still pretty good minutes even when he was here, but that's what the D-League's for. When those guys come down, every team's dealing with that. When guys come down, guys got to sit. But, yeah, I mean, I'm glad that Jesse was able to find minutes for me, so I'll take it.
Does those situations kind of reinforce how important is it to make the most of every opportunity that you get on the court, because you never know how much you're going to play or when you're going to be playing?
Yeah, and that's just kind of how the whole league goes. And for every team's got to go deal with guys coming, sit down, getting less playing time. So you definitely want to take advantage of every second that you're out there.
Coach said, especially like the second half of the season, you were on the cusp of a potential call-up. Is that encouraging to know that you were that close and there's only a little bit more you got to work on?
Yeah, it's encouraging, but at the same time, you want to be on the other side of that call-up in the NBA. But I believe it'll happen, and it's all in God's timing. And so it's not frustrating to me or anything.
Do you have any particular goal you want to accomplish this summer?
Right now I'll probably just take a little break, continue to keep lifting and stay in shape, and then just continue to expand all areas of my game.
Is summer league something you're looking forward to hopefully playing in this year?
Yeah, I'll talk with my agent, and we'll probably look at doing summer league again.